Welcome back to Blue Book. Today we're going to take a super simple Christmas dessert and turn it just a little bit fancy. Let's get started. So to begin with, we're going to start to separate some eggs into a bowl. I'm wanting 2 egg yolks and 5 egg whites. Now to my yolks, I'm going to add 30 grams of granulated sugar. I'm going to whisk that until it's nice and smooth. The sugar there is going to help absorb that heat so the eggs don't cook. Now to a saucepan, I'm going to add 125 grams of milk, 125 grams of cream, along with 1/2 of vanilla pod and 15 to 20 grams of brandy, and just put that over a medium-low heat until it comes to around 60 degrees Celsius. Now I want to start to whisk that into my creamed eggs really slowly. Once we get that temper, we can just pour the whole lot straight in there and then just pour that directly back into my saucepan. And I just want to slowly heat that on a low heat until we reach between 65 and 70 degrees. Now I'm going to add 80 grams of my Anglaise with 120 grams of your favorite Christmas pudding. Now we just want to blend that up, making sure we get some of those edge bits. Really give it a good blend until it is nice and smooth. Now what's fantastic is we don't have to add any additional flour now. This is all we have to do to flavour our souffle. So now I'm going to take my 5 egg whites, I'm going to start to mix that together. And when they start to come together, I'm going to add 40 grams of granulated sugar gradually until we start to get these nice fluffy peaks coming together like this. You really want to make sure it holds its form. Okay, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to add my Christmas pudding Anglaise mix into my egg whites. Now I'll be the first to admit this does not look good to begin with, but once I get that well incorporated into our mixture, we get this nice fluffy souffle mixture. Now on the side, I'm going to take some sultanas. I'm going to toss over a little bit of brandy, set that aside for 20 minutes to absorb that liquid. Now in my ramekins, I'm going to add a small bit of butter and just coat the outside. Follow that by some granulated sugar and just turn that bowl around and get that sugar all on the outside. Now I've got my 2 ramekins. I'm just going to sprinkle in some of my sultanas, a few little bits of sliced glazed cherry, some slivered almonds, and then some crushed butternut biscuits. You can use whatever you want, we just want it there to absorb any extra brandy. Then I'm going to take my souffle mixture, fill this all the way to the top, give it a smash down to make sure that mixture is well distributed. Then taking the back of a butter knife, I'm going to swipe across the top. Taking my bare thumb, I'm going to run it around the outside of my souffle. That's going to cause my souffle to rise up rather than out. Now I'm going to put these into my oven at 190 degrees for 11 to 13 minutes, depending on the size of your ramekins. Now while that's rising, Minnie's going to wish everyone a happy holiday and ask that you give us a like and subscribe for more content. And just tell me in the comments what dish you want me to try next. Now after these bad boys have risen around an inch higher than their container, they should be cooked. We're going to just take some icing sugar, give that a nice little sprinkle, and then we're just going to pour over our Brandy Anglaise. We'll just take a spoon and have a look inside. You can see it's just perfectly fluffy. It's really important not to overcook a souffle. It shouldn't be dry and it shouldn't be cakey. Now I'm just going to pour over extra Anglaise because I just love my custard. And you just taste these amazing spices you synonymize with Christmas pudding along with the soft fluffy texture of a souffle. Until next time, have a darn good Christmas.